Yo, what is up everyone? So I know 4 days since an upload, I felt terrible. So you know, I'm not even doing anything today, and I was like, I gotta record something. But you know, there's just been a few things going on with, you know, my personal life, nothing bad. But I've just been really busy, and you know, anyone who watches this channel for a long time will know that, you know, this isn't exactly a family home. This is pretty much a guest house, and you know, I've got loads of randomers here. So the past week with the Ed Sheeran concert on, it has been absolutely packed here. You know, I couldn't do any cooking videos, full day of eating or anything really. So you know, it's Sunday now, so most people are gone. So, you know, I'm gonna be back to recording. But that is another thing I want to talk about is, you know, I'm bringing you along with the journey of my life. You know, it's kind of like a reality TV show, and I am planning on moving out soon. Either in with some friends, or I'm even looking at a few one-bedroom places, because I do kind of like, you know, I'm a very neat person, I'm very organized. So living on my own wouldn't be too bad, and I, you know, wouldn't be going too far. But anyways, and another thing that's going on in my life, I haven't paid the full thing for the new car, but I put down the deposit, and I will be buying it flat out this Tuesday or Wednesday. It's getting new tires put on it. But yes, that's another exciting thing, and kind of a, you know, another milestone in my life, and I'm really proud of it, to be honest. And I'll show you, the car is an Audi A5 S-Line. I'll put a picture of the exact car that I'm getting, the exact one, put a picture of that up on the screen. And yeah, so I'll bring you along to check it out and stuff like that. And what else has been going on with me? Oh, this is like fitness YouTuber's dream. Basically, Monster Energy Drinks Ireland got onto me. They knew I liked them, they hooked me up. They gave me the zero drink and a few other low calorie ones. They know what I like. And there's also a new tripod I got. I'll be recording with that today, so that'll make for some better footage as well. So this is my first time recording with it, so you know, that'll improve the quality a bit, and you should always be trying to improve the quality of your channel too. So anyways, today I'm gonna record legs, and this will be my 4th leg session back, so I'm still, you know, getting some strength back. But look, hopefully it'll be a good one, and I'll see you in the gym. Let's see how it goes. What's up? So, leg workout done, and do you know what I'm always saying I want to live in California? It's because the weather in Ireland, I think, is the worst weather in the world, perhaps. This is like meant to be the middle of our summer, but yeah, it sucks. Right, look, to the workout. I'm not gonna let that get me down. Happy thoughts. Basically start off with squats, obviously, because, you know, if you don't squat, you're a gaylord, apparently. So here I am, like, trying to rebuild my squat. I know this sounds like I'm making excuses, but this is going pretty light for me, and I kind of went high reps and did a lot of sets, because I'm trying to work up my volume after that time off I had. When you detrain, you know, you shouldn't just jump back to the volume you were training at. You should build back slowly up to that. So this, I did about 4 to 5 sets on squats. They felt pretty good, and also I think I'm hitting depth. But there's, like, you know, you can hit depth, and then there's YouTube depth. If your ass isn't touching your heels, you'll just get people on the internet calling you out, like, literally. So that's why it's good to record yourself sometimes and just make sure you're hitting depth, because, you know, because the internet, you know, they're harsh judges. The people of the internet will love to call you out. So unless you have legs like Branch Warren, and, you know, you're squatting ass to floor, you know, you're gonna get called out. But look, whatever, I'm doing my best. So I did 4 to 5 working sets, and then towards the end, just up that volume bit, I did a drop set. So I think that was like 100 kg, and then I dropped it to 60 kg and just repped it out as many times as I could. Feels great. Drop set on squats, yeah, they're a killer, but, you know, when you're finished them, you're gassed, but you feel fantastic. And then after that, I went on to some straight leg deadlifts. Now, I used to do these with a barbell, and then I switched to dumbbell, as you can see here, and I just feel such a better contraction in the hammies and in the glutes. I'm telling you, fellas, you gotta build up them glutes. Chicks love glutes. So yeah, anyways, give that a shot. If you're not really feeling the contraction, you know, if it doesn't feel good, give dumbbell deadlifts a try. I really like them. And then about here, you know you need to cut when your belt breaks, okay? So yeah, my belt broke in the gym today. Sign that I should probably go on a cut is my belt just broke. So yeah, back on the track continues. But anyways, I was finished squats and deadlifts, so that was like the hard part done. And you know, when the hard work is done, you can, you know, take off your addy powers and then put on your shoes, and it's kind of like playtime, you know? It's like, you know, you're over the hard stuff. Okay, so then after that, I went on to some leg extensions. Now, I like to hold and contract for about 1 second, if even, at the top of the movement, and then lower it down. So, you know, on isolation movements, you know, you want to be really getting a good contraction going. And then after this, I supersetted hamstring curls and calf raises, and I did calf raises on the leg press. You know, it's not going to be make or break if you do a seated calf raises, if you do standing. It's all a similar movement, but I will give you one tip. Press on the part of your foot. I got this from Team 3DMJ, great guys if you don't follow them. Press on the big part of your foot, as in the part under your big toe. That will hit the majority of your calves. So after that, I just did some really light walking lunges and just burnt my legs out. I did, I think, 4 sets, so up and down 4 times. And then after that, it was on to abs, even though I'm fat bastard right now. Just I'm still training abs. I'll actually post a really good article down below about biomechanics and why you should actually train abs. Yes, the compound movements do give you core activation, but if you want to be training efficiently, you do want to be hitting your abs as well. So the majority of my ab work is weighted. I did weighted decline crunches, I did cable crunches, I did some side crunches holding a plate, and then I finished off with some hanging leg raises. So that was today's workout. That is my usual legs and ab workout. It doesn't really change too much from there, and I will leave you with this raw footage. After leg day, gotta treat yourself. So, protein wafer it is. Post-workout feels is gonna be some protein oats and some strawberries. It's literally just oats, whey, and boiling water and strawberries. Also, I'll include a bit of a physique update that I did in the gym. Cut me some slack, you know, obviously I'm not looking well, and you know, I don't really wanna show this, but you know, I should. I've still got about 5 or 6 more weeks of cutting until, you know, I'm happy with where I'm at. But the past 2 weeks I have actually dropped a considerable amount of fat and got back a lot of muscle. You know, this is one of the rare times where, you know, you can actually gain muscle and lose body fat at the same time, but I'm not gaining any new muscle. It's just kind of muscle memory, and I'm just gaining back what I had. So, you know, this time of, you know, improving body composition, gaining muscle and losing body fat at the same time, this isn't going to last too long. I'd say it's probably going to last another week or so until I'm back where I was muscle wise, and then it's probably going to take about 5 or 6 more weeks to cut off a lot of fat and get back to about 10 to 12% body fat. I'd say there's about 15%, if not more, here. So yeah, you know, I don't want to show this, you know, it's not shredded and all that, but this is honest. This is just where I am. In terms of general population, it's not fat, but like fitness industry, you know, it is a bit fluffy. So that wraps up this episode of Back in Our Strength. Sorry it wasn't a great one, you know, my life isn't always that exciting, but hey, it had some food in it, a workout, and a physique update. But I'll try to get some better uploads during the week. That's all for me today. I'm out here, keep it real.